trying to get this set up here because, let's see, I had started doing this and apparently I did it all wrong, and so now I'm trying to do it right. Copy. Updating all of my stuff here. Okay. Let me, let's see. I'm okay there. Let me just do this here. This is a little weird for me. So, hello to everyone who's watching right now. This is my first time doing this. This is a live stream. I'm using an app here on my phone, and the reason why I wanted to test it out and see how it was like is because I'm planning to use this when I go to Disney. When I go to Disney, I will be doing live streaming there. I'll be doing just basically live feeds from the parks, and yeah, so I need to make sure this app worked, and I wanted to do this. I wanted to talk with you guys, have it up here running. Let's see. Let's chat live. That sounds kind of weird, but that's okay. We'll just go ahead and do it anyway. So yeah, this is a little different. I'm actually like on the phone here, and then I'm looking at the computer here, making sure it's good. So got one guy here. Hello. Fallon Harris, thank you so much for joining. So like I said, so that's why it was kind of a rough start in the beginning. I was basically trying out the new software here on the app. I do get your comments pretty accurately. So if you have a comment, go ahead and do it. I'm noticing on the actual app, I don't see the comments. I see the comments on YouTube. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe the app will change. So I know right now. Oh, actually, let me see. Oh, there they go. No, I do see your comments. Wow. Awesome. Great. So the comments are actually live on the app as well. So like I said, the whole reason why I want to do this was to get a kind of idea of how this app works. I'll be going to Disney in like 20 days or something like that now. So really excited, and I really hope you guys are going to join. So my plan is, and I don't know how good it's going to be, but my plan is to kind of do this for the next couple of days pretty much. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe. If you'll see my previous videos, I was doing Disney every day, Monday through Friday, and I still plan on doing that. It just seems like it might be live. I kind of want to do it live just to kind of prepare not just me, but also you guys when we go to Disney, that this is going to be happening pretty quickly. So thank you so much for joining me, and if you're watching this later on, thank you so much for watching the video. But let's go ahead and get into today's subject. Today's subject, I want to talk about the newest updates of Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is the live action film that will be coming out next year in 2017. There was some leaks of some images that portray or show, I should say, the newest visuals from the film. Now, the director of the film said these were just kind of sketches for it. Jack Morris, he said these were kind of just sketches for it, but they look pretty finalized. Now, granted, I'm not a producer of a film. Maybe this is how they do it, but that's the way it looks to me. It looks like it's pretty real and everything like that. It looks interesting. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to flip you guys over, show you the images, and want to kind of get your reaction. So please be sure to comment as well, even if you're watching the replay. Let me go ahead and flip it over there. So we do see this. This is the first image that I saw. We know this is the Prince. We don't know what the Beast looks like. This is the Prince, which is Dan Stevens. He's going to be playing the Prince and the Beast. But as you can see there, it looks pretty pretty close to the animated film there, the way he looks from the hair and everything, as well as the actual shirt he's wearing. So that's pretty spot on. Then we go to the next picture, and we see this is obviously a singing song. Probably the one, that goes, no one, Gaston. There ain't no other like Gaston. And you can see right here, I don't know if you can make out right there, which is Josh Gad, who plays LeFou on the film. And so obviously it looks like they're singing. You can see here there's a blur, so it's obviously that he's doing some kind of motion. So it's looking pretty similar to the animated film as far as accuracies go, which, I don't know if you like that or not. I personally do like that. I kind of want them to keep it as close as they can, just because with everything that happened with Pete's Dragon and stuff, like, I kind of want to see them stick with it. Yes, I cannot wait to see the Beast as well. Thank you for joining, Adam. Gaston's Tavern, yep. And this is one place I hope to visit in Disney when I go. But Beast, I definitely can go ahead and assume they're not going to show any kind of image of him until maybe the last trailer, because I think they really want to hold out. They know this film is going to be a success, and they want to definitely hold out until the actual end there. So as you can see there, though, I mean, like I said, it's pretty accurate to the animated film all the way up here. You can see there is, you're right. So we got 1, it looks like 2, some blue there, 3, 4, 5. That could just be a mistake on their part. Who knows? But you can even see right here. You can see the deer horns or whatever it is there, right there. So they did a really good job of kind of being similar to the animation film. Let's see if he can actually do a dozen eggs, though. Can he swallow a dozen eggs like the animated version? That's going to be interesting. And then over here, we have this image. And this image here, to me, is the one that really stopped me, where I said, whoa. Because I think this really determines how the film is going to be. We have Ewan McGregor playing, of course, Lumiere, and Ian McKellen as Cogsworth. So here's Lumiere, here's Cogsworth. It's very obvious to see. It looks like you got your 2 eyes right here. You got your mouth, which is very similar to the actual animated film. I keep looking at here, Lumiere, and I cannot make out his face. He could be turned around, but it's really hard to see. I keep trying to see it. Now, again, the director, Jack Morrissey, did say these are not, but their designs are very close, but they may not be final to what you'll see in the film. So they do, and I think that's kind of a good thing, though. I think it's a good thing, because the Beauty and the Beast animated film is, especially on those beginning scenes, it's kind of dark. You have Beast being very, beastly, basically aggressive and everything like that. Having these guys look the way they look, I think it's going to bring it, like I said, very similar to the animated film, which is a good thing. I think I would have more of a problem if he didn't look anything like the animated films. Now, one of the things is, when it comes to these remakes from Disney and everything, one of the tough things is that, do you copy the actual film? Should you make it different? Should you change up kind of the idea for it? Because realistically, there's no such thing as talking clock, whatever. And I think with Beauty and the Beast, Disney is doing the right thing in keeping it what looks like as close to the animated film as possible. Because, like I said, you have Pete's Dragon, and if you haven't seen Pete's Dragon, it is a good film. But if you go in remembering that first film, it is nothing like the first film. I personally don't think they even should have called it Pete's Dragon. I think if they were to call it something else, it would have been totally fine. Yeah, it did. It does. When I saw them, it did look different to me. I was kind of surprised, Adam. When I saw them, I was like, "What?" Because it does. It like immediately kind of changed your feeling of the film. But it also got me excited because I like it. I do like it. I think it's gonna be fun, strange. But seeing Pete's Dragon, like I said, was like, eh. So, considering the fact too that they're coming out with so many remakes. Doing live action versions of Peter Pan, Genies, which is going to be based on the Blue Genie and some other genies during Aladdin's time. Dumbo, of course. Yep, I agree, Fallon. It is. You know what it is? It's that open mouth. That little. It looks a little weird. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I was trying to find Lumiere's face, but like I said, I just cannot see it. So I don't know. It definitely is going to be different, but like I said, I think keeping it as close to the animated film is going to be good, because with all the other remakes that are coming, Dumbo, now we have Mary Poppins 2 coming out. They're still apparently working on the Haunted Mansion film, which is not to say a remake, but they're going to be, those kind of films are going to stray away from kind of what we know as far as the core, because there's so little there that the director has to add more, the writers have to add more to create a film. But Beauty and the Beast was such a good film. I mean, a 2 hour. I mean, it's like what, I don't know how many Oscar nominations it had, to where it's like, do you really want to mess with the formula? So this excited me, seeing this, because seeing the tavern scene with Gaston and LeFou, seeing how the prince looked pretty similar, even Cogsworth and Lumiere, as close as you can make a live action version of those two animated guys. I think they're doing a good job so far, and I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do. Princess and the Frog. See, that's interesting because that's a newer film. Wasn't technically one of the highest on Disney's animated films, but it was one of their last. I mean, from then on, it was kind of just all computer animated. So that would be interesting seeing that. And I think it might even be better if it was not animated. I think it would get a lot more, because you could do a lot more in that sense in a film like that, than, let's say, doing like a Lilo and Stitch live action. I'd love a Lilo and Stitch live action, but not really. Mulan makes sense too. Now, here's the thing, though, with Disney. Pixar, I should say, at least, has said they're not going to be making any sequels. Toy Story is kind of like the last in at least the next couple years. And like I said, seeing that Disney has so many remakes on the rise coming up, I wonder how deep they'll go and at what point they'll stop if it's not a success. You know what I mean? If their remakes end up not being very good. Because we have Jungle Book that came out, which was fantastic. We have Peace Dragon, which was a flop, as far as it goes on there. But we had Alice in Wonderland, which was a type of remake, and then we had Alice Through the Looking Glass, which was a big flop. That was not a good film. But Peace Dragon, which was okay, not my favorite. Beauty and the Beast, very excited. We have 101 Dalmatians. Now, the thing about this, what's interesting to me, is that 101 Dalmatians already technically had a remake, which was with not Jeff Bridges. What's his name? One Dalmatians. Let me look it up real quick. Good thing about Google, right? There we go. Glenn Close, right? I forgot she was in there. She, of course, played him. Glenn Close and Jeff Daniels. There was the word. Couldn't figure out the name. So they already had a remake, and then they even had a sequel to the remake, 102 Dalmatians. So it's interesting that they're going to make another 101 Dalmatians live action. They're making Maleficent 2, The Jungle Book. I just found this out. Jungle Book 2. What? They're in talks to make Jungle Book 2. I did not know that. What if they did like an Enchanted? It would be live, animated live. That would be cool. So kind of mixing like Mary Poppins as far as doing kind of a live and animated. That'd be kind of cool. I'd like that. They're gonna do a Peter Pan live remake on Peter Pan, and I understand why they would do that, because there's so many Peter Pans that come out since the Peter Pan. Oh, I keep yawning. I don't know why. Oh, excuse me. You know why? Because I slept like 4 hours last night. Pinocchio, Dumbo, Sword in the Stone, Mulan. Mulan is getting a live action. Well, there you go. They bought a script for Mulan live action story. So there you go, Adam. That's happening. Winnie the Pooh, Tinkerbell, Snow White, Genies, Cinderella, again, right? But it's going to be focused on Prince Charming. So they got a lot of stuff going, and they're staying in their own family that they've already made animated wise. And I think that's interesting because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of animations, I should say, that are out there. There's a lot of stories to be told, but Disney's choosing to kind of stick with their family of animation. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Of course I'm excited for Beauty and the Beast, but all these other ones coming out, man, like I'm kind of like Peter Pan. That's Peter Pan is a favorite. Like I hope they don't mess that up. Mulan will be sweet because that's action. You're right about that. Dumbo. Dumbo's great. See, but Dumbo is going to be done by Tim Burton, which is going to also be interesting because you know how Tim Burton does it. He does a little different. Winnie the Pooh is going to be good. That's probably going to do what you were saying. You're live both, but we'll see what happens there. You see here, I'm trying to find Winnie the Pooh. There we go. So, a tale of Winnie's pal Christopher Robin returning as an adult to revisit his hangout in the 100-acre woods. The writer Alex Perry is tied to the live-action project. We'll see. So it's going to be it's not going to be that same idea. It's going to be a little different as far as Christopher Robin being now an adult. So it should be interesting. But they got a lot of stuff going, like I said, and they're picking from their own pot, which is good, but I like the difference. So I want to know what you think, though. Definitely let me know. I know you guys are both excited for that, and it's happening. Yeah, see, and that's how I feel kind of, too. I mean, there's, like, the whole thing about Disney is it's about originality. That's what they kind of are good at, you know? They're good at creating these stories that haven't happened yet, and, here, they're just kind of picking characters. And it makes sense, like I said, because they're characters that maybe we want to know what happened to them. Like Tinkerbell, I never thought about a story for Tinkerbell. Like, she has her own life, right? So, I could understand that. But, you know, going with Peter Pan, Dumbo, Pinocchio, these are classics in themselves. And they're real films. It wasn't like it was a cartoon, like a 30-minute short, and then they were trying to make it a film. Like, these are real films. These were very... They were very successful films, you know, whether it was financially or in critic world there. So it's in a sense why they would just do that. So I'm excited, but yes, I do have kind of my holding back there. I'm not sure how to feel about it. But I wanted, like I said, to try this app. I wanted to see how it did. And it's working pretty good. I'm able to see all your comments, which is awesome. Here's going to be the test right now because according to the live feed, there's about a minute and a half delay. So I'm going to end the broadcast, and I'm going to see what happens here. So hopefully it works good. But I do want to continue doing this. Like I said, I'm not sure on the timing. I did 9:30, and in my time, I thought, you know, why not try it there? But let me know if there's a time that you would like. Definitely leave it in the comments. And I'll try to do it. Like tomorrow, I should be able to do it earlier. I might do it in the afternoon instead. I think it'd be kind of fun doing it kind of like in a lunch break style. Yeah, the classics age well. Yeah, they don't need it. I agree with that. I think they age really well. And I actually like when they do these from the vault kind of deal and they add more material. Like I just got Alice in Wonderland on Blu-ray, and of course when Snow White came out, and you get to see behind the scenes when they make the stuff, when they were making the animations. You get to see Walt's idea of what he was thinking when he was doing that. Like I love watching stuff like that. And you know, when you come out with the live action version, it's like so it's 11 o'clock where you're at. Okay. See, and I knew this might happen. That's why I said, let me just try it. Because the way I saw it is, if it doesn't work, it's okay because, you know, it's kind of late. So, but it should work. So hopefully tomorrow it'll be earlier, Fallon. I do want to continue doing this, like I said. Hey, Sam. Well, kind of. But here's the good thing, Sam. It should be on replay. We talked about Beauty and the Beast. We talked about the remakes that are coming. Like I said, I was trying to check this out, and check out this. The whole point was, I wanted to check out this app of what I'm using right now on my phone, because I'm going to Disney in very short time, like 20 minutes. I wish 20 minutes, 20 days or so. So I want to be doing live streaming. I'm going to be doing a lot of live streaming on my YouTube channel. and so I'm trying to kind of make sure everything's smooth, make sure everything's great. But I will be doing it tomorrow again, whole new topic. So be sure to watch the replay, Sam, so that way you don't miss anything out. Leave your comments, of course. But I will be doing a replay tomorrow. So, but thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm gonna be doing it tomorrow, probably like I said. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'll probably be doing it lunchtime, maybe 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. And I just got to think of a topic, but I think I'm going to do that. So thank you, everyone watching the replay. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. It was different than the videos I've had on there. As you can see, this is our first live video, and I actually enjoyed it. It was fun talking to you guys here live, Fallon, Adam, and Sam. If you want to be able to join, please be sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss when we go live here on the channel. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great night, day, weekend, whenever you're watching this, and as always,